Hello and welcome to another episode of the Rebel Creatives podcast. I'm your host Delano and I help creative entrepreneurs increase their revenue using the Rebel Growth System. And in today's episode, I want to delve into a topic that's a game changer for businesses, and it's all about building a proper retargeting strategy. Now, if you've ever felt like your marketing efforts are like pouring water into a leaky bucket, then this one's for you. All right. I want you to take a moment and imagine a world where every lead that visits your website or engages with your content not only stays interested, but converts into a paying customer. All right. And by the end of this episode, you'll not only understand the critical role of retargeting, but also have actionable insights to make it work for your business. All right? So let's talk about and address like the problem of not having a proper retargeting system in place. And here are some of the issues. The very first and blaring issue is that you're losing opportunities. All right. If you're not retargeting your potential customers, you're actually losing them and they're not going to convert. And the thing is, only 1 to 3% of people will buy from just landing on your page on the first go. All right. 1 to 3%. So, what happens to the other 97%? Right? It's all in the follow up. So if you don't have a proper retargeting system, you're losing all of that opportunity. The next thing is inefficient ad spend. And without a strategy, you might be spending on ads that reach the wrong people. But worse yet, you're only spending to get sales or acquire people from this broad audience, so you end up spending more money, which isn't efficient, right? So that's the next, weak point of not having a good, retargeting strategy. The next is low conversion rates, right? If you could have converted at maybe 20% or 30%, you without a proper retargeting system, you're now stuck at converting at 5%. And when I say that percentage, I want you to also look at the broader picture. If you had an audience of, say, or got exposed to 1,000 persons, as I said before, only 1 to 3% will buy just right away. What happens to the other 97%? So a person that follows up could get maybe a 20% of those persons converting over a 3 month period, right? But if you're not doing a retargeting system, then you're stuck at that 1 to 3%, and then 97% is wasted, right? So, lost conversion rates right there. The next thing is you having your customers or prospects forgetting about you completely, right? And in today's fast paced world, people forget quickly. And if you're not retargeting, your brand might just fade away from their memory, right? And lastly, competitive disadvantage, right? Any other business out there that has a robust retargeting strategy will outperform you in the market, right? So you need to make sure you have your own so you can compete with them, all right? And now that we've addressed all of those, pitfalls and problems, right? What are some solutions, right? And the first one is like segmenting your audience, right? You want, no matter what your process is, you want to divide your audience into segments based on their interactions and interests, right? And then this way you can deliver highly relevant content and offers. And this is one of the things that we do. when we work with clients is to assess and see what is it that they're trying to achieve and what type of, I like to call it first impression is important for them. And one of our best ones is when we use quiz funnels as a first impression to help carry your prospects through a journey of self-discovery. But what happens is that they're giving us data, and then we're using that data to put them and segment them so that we now can offer what it is they need for their specific situation. All right. And that allows us to deliver highly relevant offers and solutions to each, prospect that comes our way. All right. The next one is the use of organic retargeting. All right. So a lot of persons, they're doing the ads and they do the retargeting through the ads. And yes, that's fine. But you also want to have email marketing, personalized content and tailored messaging that will be sent to your prospects to keep them interested. All right. And next one is you want to leverage paid ads, right? You want to be doing that on Facebook, Google, or any solution or platform that works for you. All right. You want to make sure that you're using those so that you can get so you can retarget visitors to your website and even your previous customers, right? And you want to make sure you're creating irresistible offers, right? Because when you craft special offers and promotions that will entice potential customers, you can also do that for your existing customers so that they can return and complete a purchase with you. And the only way to do this is if you can make your offers irresistible, desirable, and something that people want, right? But you want to be presenting this to your existing customers, to your new customers that are, prospects coming in, right? And then you want your retargeting to be dynamic, right? You want it to change based on the interest that your audience has already shown you, right? For example, if you're selling cameras and a particular person showed interest in the Canon line of cameras that you provide, when you retarget them using dynamic ads, you want it to be talking only about Canon cameras, right? Because that's what they're interested in. If you're if someone is interested in Sony, then you want to only show them the Sony cameras, right? Because you want to give people what it is they want, right? At that point, you get better conversions. So those are the ways in which you can, solve the issue of not having, an effective retargeting system. So when you start implementing all of this, what is the power? What do you get out of it? Well, the first thing you get is higher conversions, right? Once you have a system like this in place, you'll start to witness more leads converting into customers, right? Because you're putting in the work to build that awareness, right? To not let them forget about you and learning enough about you and what they're offering. And when they feel like, yes, I need the solution, your business is the first one that will come to mind, right? Next big thing that you'll get is you'll now be able to optimize your ad spend. So you're now targeting people more precisely, and because of that, and you're retargeting people because they show interest, you get the ads for cheaper and you get better conversion rates. So you're getting more bang for your advertising buck. All right. And the next thing is brand reinforcement, right? So again, people can forget very easy, but with regular exposure to your brand, it keeps it fresh in their minds. All right. So that's very, very important. And I like to say renting space in their minds, right? And the next one is customer loyalty, right? Because when you're retargeting your existing customers and you're getting them to come in and spend more money with you again and again, what you're doing is you're actually building a lasting relationship, and you're turning a satisfied customer into a loyal customer. All right. And this is the same thing that can happen with even your new customers, because once they come in, they convert for the first time, they love your offer, but you retarget them and give them more value. You're building that relationship from just them being a satisfied customer or client to now them being a loyal and happy customer. All right. So, yeah, in conclusion, having an effective retargeting strategy is key to stopping the leaks in your marketing funnel and maximizing your return on investment. All right. So, when you start to invest in your marketing, you're maximizing that return. So, I don't want you to miss this chance to supercharge your marketing efforts and win back your audience. All right. And if this is something that you want to do, right, feel free to reach out, see what we do, book a call with me or my team, and let's get to know more about your business and see how you would be the best way for you to reach your business goals, what those goals are, and come up with a plan that will suit your situation, your needs, and that will help you to reach your goal. All right. So I want you to stay tuned, and implement these insights in your business. And yeah, share this episode with fellow rebels ready to elevate their retargeting game. All right. So this is Delano signing off. Keep retargeting, keep innovating, and keep growing. See you in the next episode.